So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. That's a sharp pass. And this is Messi. Oh, well played, well played. Tries to pass it through. Can he spark a counter here? Thuram. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Messi. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. He's tried one! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Yaya Toure. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Thuram. And the shot! Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Still goalless at the moment. Cannavaro. And here's Ibrahimovic. Thuram receives it in a good position here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. The ball swung in. Defending of the desperate variety. That's the throw. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Caceres can get it clear.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That's good play. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Matthäus conjures time and space where few can. He's beaten the last man. Messi. And Carvajal. Some good work on the right flank here. In with the challenge. Carvajal got a long way forward to join the attack. And he's had it nicked away. Mitoma just eases him off the ball. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And this is Ibrahimovic. Pedri. Nouri. Now it's Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cannavaro. Now Mitoma. Hullet. And it's Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Hullet. Nouri. That has been slung wide. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Jeff, Chiba have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And here's Thuram, Mateus, Mbappe, and the counter is on. He has found a way through. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. Ah, such a clever touch. Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Lookman gets a foot in here. Best part of an hour and still no breakthrough from either side. Opts for safety. Rijkaard. Maldini. It's Seedorf. Yaya Toure. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, that's neat. That is good strength. Hoisted it. He rises! He scores! The breakthrough arrives at last! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 63 minutes is number 17, Thuram.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Thuram is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Well, this could purely be down to rotation with the next game in mind, but he doesn't look very happy.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're back on the ball again. Lookman. Messi. Distributed tidily. Pedri has it out wide and in space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Threads one in, and this is Hullet. Well read, and the danger is averted.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Neymar. Neymar. No, there's no going past him this time.
Jeff, Chiba surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Seedorf. And Mateus. And he's forced to go back. And it's Maldini. Rijkaard. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Ball played for Rijkaard. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Substitution in progress.
I think we're just about done here. Played into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's taking no chances there. Seedorf. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mateus, passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Mitoma. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Hullet. Mbappe. No, he refuses to take the bait. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mbappe! And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Mbappe. Tries to pass it through, and he's certainly onside here. Cleared without hesitation.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. That's rather hopeful. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Ecuador were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Pacho. Over to the left. And it's Bale. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mitoma. That's a good run down the left. And he plays one through. There's no flag. Goes for a shot. It's hit the upright. And he's managed to get rid. Zaire Emery. Baresi. And it's Mendes. Distributed tidily. Now he's off and running. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yaya Toure succumbs to the pressure. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Van Basten. Forlan. And the shot! Goal! Ecuador! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Forlan really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Jeff Chiba truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Mbappe. And that could set him on his way. Van Basten! Knocks it out wide. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Forlan. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Mbappe. Can he get it through? He's in space and looking for options. Mitoma is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. Too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Mateus. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And this is Hullet. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now that looks a decent ball. Shoots! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Bale has it out wide, and that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Now it's Neymar. Mbappe. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Kudus can get it clear, and he's had it nicked away. Shoots! And again! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Neymar duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hullet driving forwards. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Seedorf. And it's Carvajal. Davids. Carvajal. Neymar. And this is Neymar. And that's been drilled. He's having a shot! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Palmeiras are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Mbappe. First quarter of an hour gone. This looks promising. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, well played, well played.
Jeff, Chiba really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Kudus! Danger averted for now. And it's Hullet. Seedorf. In with the challenge. Palmeiras look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus. Messi. That looks a good ball through. Carvajal powering forward here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Mitoma. And now the breakaway. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Mitoma. Hullet. He slings it in. Tries to get it clear. Messi. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. And he's forced to go back. And Carvajal. Puyol. Vieira. Tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos. Foot in.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Hullet. And Mateus. And here's Kudus. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Davids. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Puyol. And it's Maldini. It's Roberto Carlos. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Yaya Toure. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good read, needed to be. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Carvajal. Can he get on the end of this? Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And yes, it's him again. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. Mbappe! They want to be quick to recover this. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. That's tidy. He is through here. Pinches it off him. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
And it's Seedorf. Yaya Toure. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now the ball in. Oh, smashing header! It's in! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Mitoma is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Strong running down that left flank. Lovely bit of skill. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
It's Kane! And how good was that? A finish of true class. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up.
Messi! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And here's Seedorf. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's come loose. Messi, and this is shapes to shoot! He has done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're...
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Robertson. Mbappe. Thuram. Aimed beyond the defence. Kluivert kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Zakaria. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Thuram. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Here's a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Defending of the desperate variety. Mateus clears. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
So off we go once more.
Jeff, Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Mitoma knocks it into space. Hullet. And it's made its way to him. Cross needs... Up he goes! And he's heaved it away. Oh, good-looking ball. Cannavaro can get it clear. Real chance! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Seedorf goes short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Cannavaro. Robertson. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now the breakaway. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Rummenigge. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Seedorf. Yaya Toure. Oh, super ball. Closing in on goal. Tries to pass it, and he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. This looks promising. Cleared without complication. And it's Yaya Toure. Seedorf. Camavinga. So, what can they make of this? Mbappe. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. Robertson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hangs in a cross. It's out for a goal kick. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Yaya Toure. Now Hoeneß. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Lukaku.
Jeff, Chiba really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Looking for options for movement. Camavinga wins the duel this time.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Lovely, now then. And it's Iniesta. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but
There's the shot! Camavinga with the clearance. Now, what about a counter-attack? Spread it left. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that has been cleared.
this usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
He's in plenty of space here. Lukaku finds himself offside. Great defending, strong and determined.
Minute has been indicated.
Rummenigge. Hoeneß receives it in a good position here. Mbappe goes steaming forward. Iniesta. Hoeneß looking to be a menace in the final third. And that is as far as it goes. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, it's played into the area. Now, what about a counter-attack? Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him.
Big header! Goal! Flamengo! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Maldini. Rijkaard. That's Maldini. And it's Yaya Toure. And Mateus. Maldini. And Mateus. Defending here is really tight. And here's Thuram. Pass is coming off in quick. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rivaldo, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Camavinga, and he cuts out the supply. So what can they make of this? And it's been played through. And he's managed to get free. And a chance! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pullet, played into the middle. Konate tries to clear. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Tries to pass it through. Rivaldo. He is through here. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Thuram. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Foot in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe has a look inside the box. Early ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rivaldo, who does have an assist to his name. Camavinga. Guardiola. And this is Lewandowski. And the counter is on. It's a pretty loose pass. Camavinga.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
McTominay. Mitoma. Yaya Toure. It's Thuram. And this is Hullet. Hullet stood his ground strongly. Mateus. Out to the left it goes. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Camavinga. And it's Rivaldo, distributed tidily. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Strong running down that left flank. Great ball if he can get there. And the flag has stayed down. He's got away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hangs in a cross. Mbappe. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Jeff, Chiba have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Alexander-Arnold. He shifted it to the flank. And Guardiola. Now, can they get him away? And this is Rivaldo. Hit into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, good-looking ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Mitoma. Konate. Diogo Dalot. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Substituição em andamento.
Van Dijk. Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Played back in. Up he goes! Goal! Flamengo! And they've got their lead back. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Flamengo get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Diogo Dalot puts... Oh, what a climb! And he's there to get it away. And he skips past his man. Shot could be on. The ball's a mighty effort! It's bounced back off the post. Thuram. Ibrahimovic. Dink through. And this is Neymar. He has found the way through. A lot of real chance! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So there's going to be another change here. So all square and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Mateus, and the finish! It's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Hoeneß powering forward here. Mateus. And it's Neymar. Neymar goes pelting down that left-hand side. Van Dijk with the clearance.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Lewandowski. Oh, they can break here. Rummenigge. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. Yaya Toure! In for the pieces! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. The final 5 minutes. I think we're just about done here. Hoeneß! And that could well leave a mark. And it's hoisted clear. That's very neat. In with the challenge. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Jeff Chiba really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. And it's Rivaldo. Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there. Hernes. And he's forced to go back. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Flamengo finding their passes. Ibrahimovic takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's managed to get rid. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Neymar picking up the man of the match.